Have you ever wondered how much a man must sacrifice to achieve success? Warren Buffett made over $300 billion, but what did he lose in the process? Today, we tell a story about sacrifice, choice, and consequence. Party, the wedding of 1952. In 1952, 22-year-old Warren Buffett held a simple wedding in Omaha. The bride was Susan Thompson, a smart, beautiful young woman. That year, Buffett had just graduated from Columbia Business School and was working for Graham's company. He had a bright future ahead, but not enough money yet. Susan's father was a successful businessman from a wealthy family. On paper, this match was suitable for both parties. But few people know that Susan originally had her own dreams. She had considered pursuing her own career, but ultimately chose to support her husband. She said, "I'm willing to be his backing." These 4 words would define their next 45 years. Part 2. Susan's sacrifice. Buffett later admitted, "I spent too much time working and too little time with my family." During his career peak, Buffett often traveled for business, attended meetings, and read annual reports. Susan single-handedly took on family responsibilities. They had 3 children, Susie, Howard, and Peter. Susie later recalled, "Father was a workaholic, but he loved us. It was just a different way of expressing it." Interestingly, Buffett's sense of guilt toward his wife eventually transformed into massive philanthropy. He and Susan established the Buffett Family Foundation together, donating tens of billions of dollars. Before her death, Susan once joked, maybe this is his way of making amends. But the question remains, was such sacrifice truly worth it? Susan didn't get companionship or a complete family, but what did she get? Part 3. Letting go after 45 years. In 1994, Buffett and Susan divorced amicably. They had been married for 42 years. No arguments, no betrayal, just 2 people walking different paths. Buffett later married Alice Waters, a philanthropist and social activist. This marriage continues to this day. How did Susan fare after the divorce? She became actively involved in charitable causes and found her own identity. In 2004, she passed away from cancer at age 68. At her funeral, Buffett said, "Susan was the most important woman in my life. Without her, I wouldn't have achieved what I have today." Perhaps these words were his greatest recognition of her. This story teaches us several important lessons. First, success comes at a cost. Buffett chose his career, which necessarily meant sacrificing his family. This isn't about right or wrong, it's about choice. Every major decision has an opportunity cost. You can't have everything. Second, sacrifice needs to be seen. Susan's contributions were long overlooked by society. People only saw Buffett's success, not the sacrifices made behind the scenes. But true masters know how to be grateful to those who silently support them. Third, marriage is not a transaction, but boundaries are necessary. You cannot endlessly taking, nor can you endlessly give. Healthy marriages require mutual understanding and balance. If one party keeps sacrificing while the other keeps taking, the relationship will become unbalanced. Fourth, guilt can be transformed into action. Buffett compensated for his family neglect through philanthropy. This is a mature way to handle things, but a better approach is to choose without regret. Finally, I want to say, Susan was not a sacrificed woman. She was a strong person who made an active choice. She chose to support her husband and accept the consequences of that choice. This is her freedom, and her strength. Remember, everyone must take responsibility for their own choices. No one should pay for someone else's decisions. Success doesn't come for free, it demands a price. The key question is, what price are you willing to pay, and do you feel it was worth it?